So, we should be live now. Welcome back. Let me just, is that? Very sorry. Okay, now that works. Okay. Here we are then again. We are back in Automobilista 2. Just setting some final things up. Also setting my mobile phone up so I can actually see if everything's working. There's always a bit of a delay, hence why I am now so confusedly talking. Still very new to all this streaming stuff. Only my second time I ever do this. Um, but yeah, welcome back, everyone. This is the second episode, the second race of our little Stock Car Pro Series 2024 live stream series. We have started a championship last time as ourselves, and we were racing at Goiânia. And this went well for the most part, but not so well for the decisive part, which were the final few laps of both races that we did, which is quite a shame. But we are motivated to do better, even though it's not likely we'll do better, because this track now is another one that we are racing at today. Is another track that I have no clue whatsoever about. I did a few laps, but this is also to like test this track in a track ranking video that I did, but it is also like over a year ago. So my knowledge is not that fresh about this track, and to be honest, Velo Città, this is the name of the track that we'll be racing at today, looks a lot more complicated than Goiânia, where we raced last time out. Still, because of a 7th place finish in the second race, we are going into this race in 13th in the standings. Do we actually have one of the famous names behind us? Yes, we do. We have Nelson Piquet Jr. behind us, and Eduardo Barrichello, son of former Formula 1 driver Rubens Barrichello, who is also in there, but who is probably ahead of us in the championship. Anyway, yeah, let's head straight into this, and let's see how this goes. So, Velo Città, it is. We're back in our Stock Car 2024 season. Now, as usual, this stream will consist of one practice session, which I will use to try and learn this track as best as I can in half an hour, which is the length of that practice session. There'll be a qualifying session that is 25 minutes long, and then there will be a sprint race, which is 15 minutes plus one lap, which has the top 12 of qualifying reversed, and then there is the feature race, which will be 25 minutes plus one lap in the end. So, if you have any questions, if you have just want to talk, leave a message in the chat. Also, if something is not working as it is supposed to, thanks everyone who is joining me here today. I'm trying my best, but I can't promise anything on this venue. The good thing is, it is dry, at least in the practice session, so let's not waste any time and head out on track. Okay. There we are. Oh, wait a second. No. Setup is fine, but this is not fine. Yeah, this should be enough. Should be enough fuel to make it. Okay. So, let's head out. Pit limiter engaged. Now, of course, I'm not entering this track completely blind. I did a few laps in a private testing session before to just really know where the corners are going. But this here is now where I'll be, for the first time, trying to go somewhat quick on this track. Also some stuff that we need to watch, ooh, yeah, exactly that, in this practice session is how do the tires behave on this track. Last time out at Goiânia, we had, it took us 2 laps to get the tires in a nice operating window, temperature-wise. Tire life was not at all an issue at Goiânia. I'd be surprised if it will be an issue here all of a sudden. A few people already joining the stream. Hello everybody. Glad you're here. Hope you can take some enjoyment out of me completely messing up this actually very, very beautiful, very challenging track, but that probably is the issue for me. It is challenging. And now this is the first flying lap. I'll be a bit more silent now to really try and see what I need to do to be quick around here. Okay. Bit too quick into the first corner. That one is hard to hit the apex. Oh, that was a bad lockup. A lot of these corners are also blind over crests, and you really have to guess where you're going. Oh, that was very, very, very bad. Okay, let's see where this lap puts us. Actually, not too bad. 16th. I thought we would be dead last. So, good. Oh, that was terrible. Probably it will be deleted that lap. No, it won't be deleted this lap time. Interesting. Even though I left the track with all 4 tires, the game seems to be very lenient there. This is a corner you can take pretty quickly. Yeah, that's a lot better. Oh, I called the sausage curb bad there. Much better this lap. Bit too early in the throttle. Not the maximum that is possible for us. 8th. Just a bit over half a second off the fastest lap time so far. This is actually working a lot better than I thought it would be. The AI difficulty is still at 100 because this is what I decided ahead of the season. Don't know if we can still increase it if we realize it might get too easy, but before the season started at Goiânia I did a few test races, and 100 was roughly where I would be able to compete in the lower midfield. So if anyone knows, please let me know if we could, in theory, increase the difficulty in a running season. If not, we'll just have to compete at the top, maybe. Could be fun as well. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this corner here. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, okay. Invalid lap times now on the next one. But I don't care too much about lap times now. This is just to... yeah, just as I was talking about increasing the difficulty of the game, right? Just bottle it completely. And this is also why... wow. What's going on now? I'll try to get as much running in this session as I can to avoid things like that happening in the race. Because this is what cost us some very good results at Goiânia last Saturday. I can't get that corner right. I just can't. I just have to say I love these cars and this series in general, because yeah, I just love these smaller national racing series that are actually using oh, what's going on there? Someone spun out. Had to avoid him. Yeah, with these racing series that have ooh, that are using cars that are especially created for that racing series, and that also have a manufacturer's battle going on between a few select manufacturers that are competing in there. In this case here, Chevrolet and Toyota. It reminds me of those good old DTM days before it became a GT3 series. The DTM, of course, in Germany being a very, very, very popular racing series. I mean, it's still popular despite right now just being another GT3 series. But yeah, it's just so lovely to have these cars produced especially just to compete in this series, with great manufacturer representation that is racing on national level racetracks. Like here, there's not many of those racing series left. Of course, Stocker Brazil. This is what we're racing here. And the Supercar series in Australia. This is another one of those that, one of those great national racing series with tin top cars, especially created for that purpose and that series. Oh, these are bad signs for the race, as I can't really be quick consistently, especially while talking. Think right now is it... Whoa. Where are we here? Well, let's go into the pits anyways. Where is the pit entry? Oh, I have to do another lap. Well, this is good to know. Kind of a complicated pit entry here. There are mandatory pit stops, both in the sprint race and in the feature race, so it's good to know where you have to turn right when entering the pit lane, so let's try and find that. I feel like this part of the track here is working quite well already. But from here, this is where it gets a little tricky. I think this is the pit entry, no? Yes, it is. So... okay. That might be one of the weirdest pit entries that I've ever seen. This is almost Formula E levels of weird pit entry. So, what do I do now? I think we should take a look at the setup. Is it worth going for the maximum amount of downforce here for that final bit of track? What's the lowest amount? 0. Okay, we had 8. Which is already pretty high. This is also what we used for Goiânia. I think I'll leave it there. Yeah, I will. So, half the practice session is over now. And let's see what else do we have here. What can we do? So, where are we losing time right now? This is always interesting to analyze. Oops. No. Don't leave the session. So, okay, first sector is good. Second sector is good. And yeah, no surprises there. The final sector is the one where we are losing time. Quite significantly, actually. This is almost the entire half a second that we lose over the course of one lap. You know what? We can always change it back. Let's really go for the maximum amount of downforce. I think we can also go into advanced setup. But I ain't gonna lie, I have no clue about all of this stuff. I'm completely useless with setups. Brakes, chassis. Well, we can't even do much about the stuff that I partly know of. With the tires, there are no real issues, so we're fine with them. Downforce, we just have the rear wing that we can set up differently. Rear duct opening. Adjusting the brake duct opening. Oh, there's actually a bit of a help. It will decrease aerodynamic drag, but also increase potential for... Okay. Let's try this. Let's just try this, if we can make up for the loss of downforce. Come on. Let's just try it for the rest of the practice session. Whether this improves anything. Wow, okay, lots of traffic. Everyone leaving the pit lane right now. We've been dropping down to P10 with our lap time. And there we go. Out of the pits, close to loads and loads of traffic. I actually don't want to have these cars around me. Prefer a bit of clean air for our final few qualifying runs. Okay, the AI are all going for a very late apex at this corner. This is interesting, maybe we can learn from them. And let's go for another flying lap. Well, I don't feel much of a difference, to be honest, with the new setup. It might feel a little better in the corners, but that might also just be placebo. Okay, now that was a lot quicker than anything that we've managed before. But at the same time, probably it should have been illegal, but the game is really, really lenient in that turn 2, where I went off the track massively. And I think the car is more draggy now with that setup, because on that straight here we're really losing. But do we lose more than we gain here? I don't think so. And this is even going to be an improvement of our previous best lap. Third, okay. Then again, it's only practice. It's only free practice. This has to mean nothing. Maybe they can all turn it up a notch in that qualifying session that will be coming up. No, this is probably not going to be an improvement. Oh. Right on the edge of the track there. Maybe it is going to be an improvement after all. Because it doesn't feel like he's impeding us, the car ahead. Rather giving us a good slipstream there, yeah. Because this time we didn't lose on the straight. Okay, but now he's really getting in my way. I jinxed it. And now he's turning into the pits, releasing us into clear air. For another lap. Oh, I just got distracted by the car going into the pits. I think I made a decision now. I'm going to keep that setup because I feel like I can be a lot more consistent. With this. And again, the game does not care that I completely went off the track there. I'll try to avoid it if possible, because I don't think the AI are doing it, so it would give me an unfair advantage though. Well, that is what I'm saying now in the practice session. Let's see how it will be in the race. If I can hold back. Maybe I can't. This is not going to be another improvement though. Just a few seconds of practice remain. But I feel quite comfortable going into the qualifying session with this track, with the car, with the tires. Everything feeling fine for now. So once again, hello everyone that has joined the stream in the meantime. We're just in the final seconds of the practice session. We'll be heading into qualifying soon. If you have any questions, if you just want to talk or anything, just write in the chat. I'll try to answer as good as I can, probably while running on the straights. It worked last time at Goiânia. It surely will be working here. So I think this is now... I'll head into the pits after this lap to practice the pit entry as well. Because that is the weirdest pit entry that I have ever seen on any racetrack in the world. Oop, okay. A little off-track excursion there. Yeah, practice session over, final lap. I'll head into the pits anyways. Okay. There is the line for the pit. Oh, okay. It just has taken the control away from me. Well, fair enough. I'll just check. Yeah, looking good. So. Yeah. That has been quite a successful practice session. I did not expect that. The only thing that could ruin it for me now, or to really ruin my confidence, to be honest, could be rain. And let's see what happens if I click this button here. Okay. I tried to jinx it. I didn't jinx it. For now. We still have 2 more sessions after this one. But this now is qualifying. This is where it counts. This is... yeah. Qualifying. Apparently. So... I think I'll take a bit less fuel with me for my qualifying runs. We can't really go out with the 2 too little fuel because we have to do 2 warm-up laps to really get the tires in a super good operating window. Okay, someone just going out of the pits millimeters ahead of me. Isn't this Foresti? I think I remember this car from Goiânia. I know it by heart right now. Actually, nice color scheme, this car by Foresti. Loving it. Lovely bit of Benetton vibe with those different shades of blue and white. Just a lovely livery, this one. I think my livery is pretty boring, but I don't mind because we don't have to see our car from the outside. Actually, we should have taken the car with the most hideous livery, because then we'd only see better liveries. Well, anyway, enough talking nonsense. As we are approaching our first flying lap. But then again, that first flying lap will just be another warm-up lap. Because these tires, they're super reliable, so really difficult to feel, yeah, to get them off the cliff, but also very hard to get into a nice temperature window. Oh! Yeah, beautiful. It will be invalid that next lap time anyways. So no need to get in the way of anyone. If they even wish to do a flying lap. Okay, the temperature's looking good now. For the next lap, let's see if we can get a bit of distance between ourselves and the cars ahead. For a really good and clean first lap here for us in qualifying. So I have to slow down right here. And then let's go full beans. I will stay silent for that lap to get a good banker in at the beginning of the session. I was a bit off track there. Okay, that's going to be quite a good 1-0 drifting through the final corner. That cost us. Third again! Okay. That was good. I'll try and finish that one as well. Oh, there is still time to be found here. Especially at this part here. This is where it was a bit slow in that lap earlier. Oh, this could be one for provisional pole. Especially if we get a bit of slipstream now from the guys ahead. Oh, that exit was not as good as in the lap before, though. Oh no, don't get in my way, guys. No, they are getting in my way. Of course it is Foresti. But he dives into the pits just in time. This is where I lost in my earlier attempt. Oh, and this time we pull it through. This is surely going to be provisional pole for now. It is. By 2.5 tenths of a second. Now this is a big surprise. I did not expect that, to be honest. Okay, this is going to be an in-lap. We are slowly running out of fuel. I will, of course... Oh, no. Go out of the pits again and see if there is still some time to be found, but... I felt like this was very close to the best I can do. Maybe turn 1. I had a bit of a lock up there. But this is a benchmark the others have to deal with now. Into the pits we go. Now, this pit entry. Jesus Christ. Come on. Okay, I think I'll hop back to the garage even. Okay, let's see. Where are we quick? Oh, that setup change we did at the end of the practice session, that really helped us in the final sector. Look at this. This was where we lost the most time in practice. Now this is where we gain the most time. First sector, this is still good. Now it's the middle sector where we lose time. Let me just see. How is the sector split here? Okay, it's very tiny there in the top right. I don't know if you can see that. But the technical part is now fantastic with that setup. This here. A lot of medium speed corners, one kind of hairpin, and the long straight. Yeah, this is probably just the drag that we're experiencing. And remember, this was the lap where we had slipstream. This might be an issue in the race later on. But I think we're doing good. Let's see. This is the second fastest car. Let's watch him. Okay, he is not going to improve because he has Felipe Fraga just ahead of him. Camilo, he won both races in Goiânia. So he is really the favorite for the championship right now. He even managed to climb from 12th to 1st in the sprint race. The Toyota, Casagrande Chevrolet, okay. At least both car makes pretty evenly matched so far. Another Chevy, Baptista, what kind of car is he driving? Toyota, yeah. Very nice, evenly matched Chevy and Toyota. So let's head out once again. Because half of the session is already over. That took me an embarrassing amount of time to calculate what is the half of 25 minutes. Rule number 1, never do maths live on stream. Rule number 2, never do math ever. If you live by these two rules, you may be on a good way to a good life. Oh. So let's get these tires up to temperature once again. Oh, there's a car approaching us fast. This may even be Camilo. Okay, Mauricio now entered in second. No, it's not Camilo, because Camilo just set a time that brings him very close to me. 0.35, he's behind now. Okay. The others are going quicker, so maybe the track is improving. So we definitely have to go and try it again. But this is not going to be a timed lap, this one. Let's let him past. It's really odd if you're used to Formula 1 cars where the tires are in a nice temperature window after 2 or 3 corners. It is a very different experience having to do 2 full laps to get them into the temperature window where you want them. That front left. Still a bit cold. Okay. Let's get a bit of distance between myself and the car ahead. And then full beans for another flying lap. Tires are looking okay now. Not 100% perfect, but should be alright. Yeah, again, that first corner, not ideal. Also not ideal. Oh no, that lap is not going to be it. Very bad first sector. Completely lost the flow there. But why am I suddenly ahead now? Okay, now the middle sector must have been okay. Again, big lock up there. No! Oh, dude! That was better than I thought it would be after the first turn. But no improvement. Now that was better. That as well, and then... yeah, great stuff. And that has lost the 3/10. Oh, man. So, we can already forget about this lap. I'm still on provisional pole. Do I have enough fuel for another lap? I'm not sure, to be honest. I think the best thing is to come in now. And then head out for one final attempt. Okay. Yeah, the grid is quite tightly bunched together. Look at that. The first 17 cars are all within a second of my fastest time so far. Okay, but now I think it is time to head out of the pits again. We should be fine. 2 warm-up laps and then we could have 2 push laps at the end of this session. When the track should be in the best condition for fast lap times. Oh, sorry. Oh, I think that was even Felipe Massa that I just bashed out of the way there. Sorry, Felipe. I thought this time I want to get ahead of the car ahead and try and leave a gap that will come down immediately. Because I don't know what their program is. Oh, now he's wanting... yeah, okay. Okay, Felipe. Felipe is faster than you. I did understand that message, Felipe. That is not even that bad of a lap time for a second warm-up lap. But okay, now I have the tires in a good window. But it's time to drop down, drop behind, leave Felipe be. Camilo still has not improved. He hasn't found that 35 thousandths of a second. And here it is, come on. Let's try and secure pole. Not like that. No, once again, this lap ain't it. Well, but this was really good. There we gained a big amount of time. Need to remember that for my final proper attempt. Okay, now. Camilo's in the pits, he isn't going to improve. And I'm still out there, I will have one more lap to try and improve on my current pole time. Nah. These two fast S's there. I didn't get them. No, this is... I can't go better. That is it. I'm gonna abort that lap. Because I am not improving, but in the end... it might still be enough. I don't know who's still out there, who's still on a flying lap, who might be able to improve, but we crossed the line very late, so it can't be too many people. Camilo, he was just in the pits as I started that final lap. No, no one's improving! Oh, sorry. Sorry. And that is a surprise pole position. Once again, at the end of qualifying, the game has turned me Brazilian. Yeah, which I'm very honored. Yeah. Or maybe it's just there is no code implemented for anyone other than a Brazilian to compete in this series. Because look at that. Only Brazilian people. Cool, okay. So this is pole position for the feature race, but that means now for the sprint race that is coming up, I'm going to start at P12 because the top 12 of the qualifying session are reversed for the shorter sprint race. There are also fewer points to offer. But yeah, let's just do this. So there you can see it, starting from P12. Now we are all... we just have lost all of our citizenships. Just the safety car remains Brazilian. We are all aliens, as it seems. Cesar Ramos, starting from pole. And, oh, sorry. I forgot something very important once again. But this time we didn't start the race yet. We need to take care because this race is going to be a lot longer than any of the qualifying runs we did. So, once again, 15 minutes. Once again, the lap time was a bit over 1.5 minutes. So, I think 30 liters of fuel is good enough for 12 laps. That should be fine. Okay, let's go. This is the sprint race here at round 2 of the Stock Car Brazil 2024 Championship. We're still at Velo Città. And I just had a look to the left on the stream to see something, and I almost completely messed up that start. We dropped down 2 places. I wasn't ready for the race to start there. But I caught it and saved myself from some big time embarrassment. Now, important to note for the race, there is a mandatory pit stop. And there also is points for every finishing position. So not just the... Ooh, that was bad. Yeah, everyone gets points. Let's just put it that way, so I can go back to focusing, because I really need to do that, as you were able to see there. 2 almost race-ending moments in lap 1. And there are most likely 10 more laps after that one, so I should try, at least try and survive. Now this is of course another issue. We don't know much about overtaking on this track. Well, it certainly worked there, because I haven't raced other cars here yet. Starting lap 2, there is also push to pass available. You have a limited amount of usages of push to pass, 30 on this track throughout this race. But you have to think ahead, because there is a delay between pushing the button for push to pass and push to pass actually triggering. I read that on the Razer Studio forum, which is a very interesting tactical element. So you have to decide 5 seconds up front where you're going to use it, as I just killed through 3 poor traffic cones there. And I guess one good moment to use push to pass is coming up right here. So, push the button. So when does it trigger? A bit too early. There it is. Okay, I need to push it a bit later. Good to know. Do the same here. Oh, this worked very well, almost leaning onto Felipe Fraga there. He surely is on the button as well. Oh, and we're both attacking Felipe Massa into turn 1. Massa almost lost the car there. Move up 2 positions. I wonder what happened to Massa, if Fraga made contact with him, or if that happened all by himself. Well, anyways, I don't think I had anything to do with it. So I'll gladly take these 2 positions. Push to pause once again. Yeah, that's better. Okay, just had a look outside of the window. If you're hearing... Okay, you're probably gonna hear that. Because there is hail coming down right now where I live. Sorry if it is too loud. I can even hear it over my headphones. It's been coming down today, the whole day. Really, really terrible wet weather today. Oh, it's getting even worse now. Now, if that was a wet race, that would be an awesome bit of immersion. Jesus Christ, what is happening outside? The world's ending. I'm really sorry for anyone that is watching this while the world's ending. Don't you have anything better to do? Okay, seems to be over for now. The hail outside of my window. Oh wow, that is almost looking like snow. But as expected, overtaking is not that easy on this track. I mean, there was also a bit of a gap to Camilo, the championship leader. As I said, in Guyana, he managed to win from P12. And here he also just moved up one spot so far. Okay, one can now go into the pits. And to be honest, no, I'm even considering to do that right now. Oh, I missed the pit entry. Okay, I'll may do it next lap. Because that could save me from a bit of traffic. You know what? I'm doing it. I will head into the pits at the end of this lap. I almost lost the car on the curb there. That was a bit hairy. Gee. I'm really close to Camilo. Okay, into the pits we go. Oh, I'm not the only one as it seems, but where's my pit crew? There it is. Oh, that's the wrong passing through the wrong pit box. No issue though. Okay, some more cars behind me going for that earlier pit stop to try and see if they can improve their position from there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh! I think they only changed one pair of tires, didn't they? I may be last now. Properly last, yeah, I am. Damn it. Okay, I need to consider this for the main race. They only changed one pair of tires. In Goiânia they changed both, so this is why I kept it as it is. There is no obligation in this series to change all of your tires at the pit stop. So you can do it differently. I think I just gave away a lot of positions doing that. So I still need to do it on track. So much for the advantage of a clear road ahead. Now we have Laced ahead of us. Wow! He was trying to slam the door there, but I still made it through. He left a bit open. Just the teeny tiniest of gaps was still there. Otherwise we might have crashed pretty badly. But there's only 3 minutes 20 on the clock. So others should follow into the pits now as well. A bit of a late activation of push to pass from me there. But I'm past Coder. As always, sorry for the terrible pronunciation that I may have with these Brazilian names. I am very, very sorry. No! Flippin' Jesus Christ. Probably that you can see that as a punishment for my terrible pronunciation. Oh, that has damaged our car a bit. Suspension is bent now. Not too badly though. Oh, there's a spinner! A spinner! Oh! Sorry for that noise. I don't know what that was. But I saw myself crashing into Code here. Zonta seems to have an issue. He's still in the pits. He came in a lap ago. The good news is that the damage that I have taken from that crash is not too bad. Yet still, the car doesn't... Well, the car still feels good, but that race won't be good anymore now. I think it was already with that botched pit stop that I did. there's still maybe a bit of hope. Still cars yet to pit, and I'm close to laced again. So I may have another opportunity for an overtake. That most likely is going to happen here. Oh, that definitely is going to happen here. Oh, very late braking. Running very wide, contact. That didn't work after all. This may already be the final lap. Or is it? No, it's probably not. There will be one more. Not close enough to try anything here, I think. Maybe there might have been an opportunity. He was very, very cautious. That was a love tap. This time I'm going for the other side. Yes, this worked a lot better. I'm really low on fuel now, but this definitely is the final lap. So good calculation, actually. In the end, it was 11 laps exactly. What is he doing? Why is he so slow around here? I may actually gain another position. I did. Oh, now even laces through. Once again, I have been too mistake prone, so it's only P21. But it was only the sprint race. There is the big race still coming up, the feature race is next, and there I will start from pole position. So, there is still hope. Ramos won in the end. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do the full cooldown lap. Let's just see the full race results. Cesar Ramos wins. I think he also started from pole position ahead of Guilherme Salas, Cecinio Mugiati, Bruno Baptista, Suzuki, Barrichello. Where is Thiago Camilo? Yeah, this is who he started just ahead of us. So he did a lot better than we did, but not as well as he did last time. So, most points go to Cesar Ramos, unsurprisingly. But, yeah, still. Let's see how many points we got for this. 10. Well, okay, that's 3 more than we did at the last sprint race. We have to see the positives. Continue, and there is the feature race. Heavy cloud, but at least it is dry. We haven't done any wet weather running in these cars, so I'm glad that this is the case. And we're starting from pole. I will just make a quick change. First of all, we need more fuel because this race is longer. 25 minutes plus 1 lap. I think we should be fine if we say there are going to be 21 laps. Let's go with this number and hope it works. Pit strategy, but this one I will have to edit. No. So I will only change the front tires. Or will I only change the rear tires? Yeah, let's try this. Let's try this and see if it works. But this will certainly make our pit stop a lot shorter. Okay, so I think I'm ready. As we go racing for the second time at Velo Città. Around the final corner we go. This time in P1. Here we go. The race is underway. And we're immediately challenged by Camilo, who's trying to get ahead into turn 1. Who is late on the brakes on cold tires. I'm not really later on the brakes, but I have the better line going into the corner. Careful here, this is where we went off in the sprint race. Oh, they're still there, or once again they are there. Camilo going for a move. Oh, he's there now. He's there. And he's passed. A bit too cautious on the brakes. Lap 2, push to pass is available now. Need to remember to use it correctly. Once again, I forgot to use push to pass in the manner that it was intended. Oh, this time it worked. We are gaining on Camilo. Into turn 1 we go. I'm quite late on the brakes, and this actually worked at charm. He's trying the up and under, and, well, okay, this is just letting him through, well. I opened the steering for a second there, and that put me off track. Oh. If you mess up one of the first corners going into these faster S's, you are immediately out of shape for the next 2 corners. This is like a miniature version of, for example, Suzuka's S's or Maggots and Beckett's in Silverstone, where you also have to get every corner right, otherwise you'll lose massive amounts of time, because every corner that follows will not work. Oh, really riding that sausage curb there. Well, now Casagrande is trying to get past. Camilo's getting away. Need to do better. Drifting down that miniature version of the Senna S or miniature version of the corkscrew even. But I'm gaining on Camilo once again. This is great news. We're kind of in a league of our own. Casagrande 2 seconds back already. Also a lot better through the S's this time. We might have an opportunity to fight him once again. No, but he's too far away. The pit window is open. I'm not going to stop already this time. That's a good exit, and that's a good trigger of push to pass. There might be another opportunity into turn 1. He lets us past. He tries the up and under, doesn't angle the car right, and we are back in the race lead. Oh. He's filling my mirrors now. But he's too far away in the final corner to try anything on the pit straight. It's a bit late on the brakes there. Oh, there he is once again. Making a bit of contact, but we have the push to pass now. Side by side towards the chicane we go. I am later on the brakes, locking the tires just a little bit. Shouldn't be an issue, and we stay ahead for now, but then... my exit there was terrible. Oh. Didn't expect him to slow down right there. Again, a better exit out of the final corner. Leave him the space, and I passed once again. Oh, that had me a bit wrongly aligned for the S's. I went way too deep there. I'm honestly considering a pit stop. Last time at Goiânia, the undercut wasn't all that powerful. I mean, we didn't lose, but we didn't gain anything either. The only issue is we might get out in traffic if we stop now. I would need the race engineer right now to give me the call. Chat, what do you think? Staying out, coming in this lap? Now, of course, there'll be a delay, so don't know. A decision has been made. With roughly 10 minutes to go, it's time to pit. Once again, I seem to be the first one that does so, so that means at least there is no chaos in the pit lane. Unlike in the sprint race. Okay. This time the pit stop's also much quicker. Fresh front tires, I mean... Actually, you don't even need to change tires at all, because... they seem to be out of... platinum. Titanium. No, platinum is something different. Well, but this is the issue. This is what I feared would happen. Traffic. Cold tires now, or at least cold front tires. Which means negotiating the S's might be a bit tougher than usual. It's fine though. I guess this is why they are all leaving it so late. Wait till everyone at the other end of the grid has made their pit stop. Oh, now Camilo's in. Oh, he's trying to cover the undercut. Interesting. So we'll see a decision, or we'll see whether our decision was good or bad in a few seconds. Because our race leader and main opponent already has been to the pits. More drivers entering the pits now. So where is Camilo? There he is. It still says he's in the pits. We are ahead. Or did they change both sets of tires this time? Because... no, we're actually not that significantly ahead. 3 seconds. They just took longer for the pit stop, I guess. And maybe our outlap... well, it didn't feel all that good. But anyway, I take it. We might now actually be in the race lead if you consider that everyone ahead of us still is yet to pit. Now we might of course still lose time in the traffic here. This is a big issue. Nelson Piquet Jr. now is the car ahead. Camilo is stuck behind Teixeira now. So at least that is good news for us. Big lockup. But these tires, man, they have to be out of titanium, because not even that lockup did do much to them. This is probably kind of the Formula E sort of tires, which can take everything. Okay. Now this is crucial. Casagrande in the pits, Ramos in the pits, Abroy in the pits. Oh, now that ain't good. I hope to stay ahead of him. Or to get ahead of him then. Come on. At least he's not really fighting it, because he's still yet to pit. Rubens Barrichello now also in the pits. Eduardo, his son, is just ahead of us, but he's also yet to pit. Both Barrichellos coming in this lap then. Oop, sorry if it's getting a bit laggy there, but this is actually the game, because I have these lags as well. Whoa, 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 that was scary. A bit of poo came out there. Almost spinning on the exit curb out of the final corner. This is not really a corner where you would make a move. Okay, let's go past Foresti. Oh, this is a late braking story then. It just works out. But Camilo has been gaining. We can already see him in our mirrors. He was negotiating the traffic a bit better than I was. Now, at least, we are past everything, but everyone's in now. So we're released once again into the clutches of Thiago Camilo, who is now once again the car behind us. There is a bit of a gap, but it's not that much. You can see him there in a rear mirror. He's behind us with around 1.5, 2 seconds maybe. But he's there. One teeny tiny mistake and he will be there. I'm really jinxing myself here today. What was that? Okay, that was completely unnecessary going off track there. Well, and there he is now. So much for that 1.5 seconds. And Casagrande is there as well. He's already going for a move, Camilo. But we stay ahead. 2.5 minutes to go. I guess that is 3 laps. That we need to stay ahead. Our rear tires slowly degrading a bit more. But nothing that you can already feel in the car, so everything's still peachy tire-wise. Mugiati who's been leading this race, once again stops very, very late. Just like in the opening round. So that releases me back into the race lead as I go a bit deep into this corner here. But the final corner is where I really gain on the AI in general. So that is very, very good. 2 laps. 52 seconds on the clock. That means the next time we pass the start-finish line, there will be no time left, which means that this then will be the final lap. So it's time plus 1 lap. That was a bad lock-up, but it's not too bad. The tires are still fine, at least the front tires. We changed them. I think if we did not, that might be noticeable then. A loss of grip. And the good thing is, it seems like now Camilo has a bit more to do with Casagrandes. He's busy watching his mirrors to not lose second. This might help me. Final lap of this race. And we are leading. Well, we are not anymore. I can't believe it. What am I doing? Once again on the final lap, I lock the tires going into a braking zone and I spin round. I can't believe this. I don't even know what I did there. Or why this happened. That was just stupid. Oh, damn. Why? There was absolutely no need to be so late on the brakes. Well, okay. Out of the final corner we go. And I wish that race had ended with the time running out. That extra lap. I messed it up once again. Damn it. Well, okay, but I still think we can take a lot of positives out of this race. We took pole position. We came very close to winning it. Yeah, I messed it up once again. I mean, we should be used to that now, right? So, yeah, I think there is actually a lot of positives to take away from that. Because this track I was really not familiar with at all. So this is a positive to take away from the other racetracks that are still coming up. Because, our chances might not even be too bad, and we can definitely win races. We came super close here today. Once again, I have to take the full blame for doing what I usually do, which is spinning on the brakes in the final lap in these cars. I don't know what it is. I feel like I should maybe even move the brake bias forwards a little bit. I think that could help here. Because this was once again locking the rears. I don't even think I was on the grass. I don't even think I was on the curbs there. This was just locking the rears, and then the back end of the car came round. So this is something I might need to consider for the next race of this season. Once again, I don't know when this next episode will be, because I'm kind of doing that on an unregular schedule, or just when I have the time. Yeah, but anyways, this is you will see and you will get notified when I go live again with this series. Let's look at the points. We get wow, we've thrown away 21 points in that final lap by like a complete idiot spinning the car around. Well. Okay, total points. Ooh, we are only 11th. What is the all points considered that were scored this race weekend, and I think in the total championship we're still 13th. Weren't we 13th ahead of this race? Okay. I mean, okay, I was 21st and 5th. So these are the current driver standings. Without a surprise, of course, it is still Thiago Camilo in the lead. 247 points already. 3 wins, 3 podiums. He's just been off the podium once, which was the sprint race here at Velo Città. And even then, when he's on the podium, he's winning. Wow. Well, there should be a 1 here as well. At least there. There should be probably even a 2. But, yeah, okay. Nothing we can do about it. We have to focus on what lies ahead, which is a race at a track that I actually know. The Autodromo Jose Carlos Palche is next in the calendar. You will be able to see it in a second. There it is! Interlagos. A track that I actually know. So, especially after today and seeing what I could have been capable of, my ambitions are very high. Very high for that race at Interlagos. I'm gonna say it, I have to be on the podium at least once in Interlagos. I don't mind if it's the sprint race, preferably of course it's the feature race because there's more points, but I am aiming for a podium finish at Interlagos. Once again, thank you for everyone who has joined. There were lots of people dropping in and out this stream, so yeah, thanks for joining me throughout this stream. Also thanks for watching to all of those who watched the VOD. Yeah, I'm still very much enjoying this series, very much enjoying these cars, and racing at tracks that are not that common, that you really don't have in any other racing game, I feel. Like Velo Città, I think Goiânia I've seen somewhere, but Velo Città, this is like an AMS2 exclusive, I feel like. Well, anyways, thanks so much for dropping in, and thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you all the next time when we go racing at Interlagos. Goodbye.